Greetings, my friends. Glad to see you out and about this afternoon. Gather round and let me tell you something of my story. My name is NathanialBaldwin. I'm not native to this area, as I was born in Goshen, Connecticut, back when the British were still head rule of the area. That was the year 1761, a mere 15 years before our independence was declared. Some of you may have read in the history books that once our colonists took a stand against the British at Lexington and Concord, a long and lengthy bloody battle ensued. In the fall of 1779, at the age of 18 and full of vim and vigor, I volunteered with the Connecticut Militia Company under the direction, under the command of Captain Gershom Hewitt. Captain Hewitt was a well-respected serviceman by all of those who were in the fight for our independence. Captain Gershom Hewitt was under the command of Colonel Ethan Allen, who at the time the colonists were trying to take control or capture Fort Ticonderoga. Captain Hewitt entered the fort before the battle, disguised as a common countryman looking for a lost family member. While he was being entertained at the garrison, he was able to note the number of troops, the gun emplacements, and after leaving the fort, he reported that to Colonel Ethan Allen, allowing the Green Mountain Boys to capture the fort after the battle. Now, let me tell you some of my story. Once at Litchfield, where we mustered, we received orders to march to Norwalk. Once at Norwalk, I had an accident which left me lame and injured. A large log fell on me, injuring my leg and my ankle, and I was unable to march on with my company. My company marched forward without me, headed to the coast to watch for enemy activity. After recovering, I joined another company under the command of Medad Hill and received orders to march to New York. In our march towards New York, we did not have any battles, and soon we received orders to return home. Once we returned home and our independence was secured, I took it for my wife, Susanna Sherman. Her uncle, Roger Sherman, was one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. We moved westward and settled in East Bloomfield, Ontario County, New York, and lived there for over 20 years until we sojourned west again to Michigan in 1824 and settled in Oakland County. That same year, I received a land patent from President James Monroe for 80 acres of land in Section 22, which would later become Avon Township. You may recognize where that property was located. It was south of Avon and west of Rochester Road. Thank you for joining me this afternoon and listening to my story. And come and join me again someday.